Perfect. Let's build St. Peas. Part 27. So this back end over here now should look like that. But you've got all your windows in and they're all lining up. They're all lined up there. Take away any green markers that were left. So today we're going to do the top bit, the roof. We're going to do the chimneys and then any bits that are on there, and then we're going to go back down to the bottom over there and start working our way over here, just to do something different for a bit. Although this section is almost done, we've got a little bit more to add on there, a little bit more to add on there, then this big tower, and then we'll come inside. But yeah, that's later. Okay, so chimneys. We're going to need a few chimneys. Bricks, granite walls, smooth stone stairs. Got that one. Smooth sandstone. We're going to want some white glass blocks and some iron bars. And some sandstone wall. What was that? Oh. Huh. Are you a bit stuck? Oh. Sorry, I'm gonna have some fun with these. Okay. Uh-oh. The floor is going. The floor is going. Hey, get back in here. Ah, I wanted to throw them to the floor. Oh. I could drop you through that floor, but I don't want to make a mess in that one. Okay, we're getting carried away now. I'm getting carried away now. You're all there thinking, come on lady, get on with it. Okay, so let me just find out where our windows go. So that's the section we've just done. We should already have that window. So we should have 3 to do on this side. Yeah, we've got that one. So then the other one, we're just going to put some markers in between the third windows. They don't have to line up perfectly in the middle. In fact, mine are not. Mine are actually off center a bit. 2 from the end on this side. And actually, I think that last chimney is in the next spot. It is, so we haven't got that bit. Let me just see if it's the same on the other side. It is. So there's only 4 chimneys to do. That's not too bad. And we're going to put them where I've put my bricks. One, 2, 3, 4, and then a stair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Granite wall. Same over here, keep them in line. 2 more over here. Okay, go. Chimneys. Okay, so now we're going to go back over to the start here, and we're going to use our glass blocks. We're going to put a small group of 4 there. Again, they don't have to line up perfectly. Get rid of those. Get rid of that. Then we're going to put a bit of 3, 4, 44. And we'll do another small group of 4 here. Another line here. We're going to go past this, and we're going to do another row. Just as I say, I'm not counting them. They don't have to line up perfectly with anything. They're a bit random. They look random anyway. Okay, we've got another little 4 here. And another little 4 here. We're going to do a thinner one here. move over here into the last section. We're going to do another thin one here. Then we're going to do a longer one here. And we'll do 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. A bigger square there. And the rest we'll do when we have more roof. So it doesn't have to line up, doesn't have to be straight. They're a bit random. So that's what we've made them. We've made them a bit random. These might want to be a bit bigger. Make that one a bit bigger. So there's nothing in that one. Go back to our bars. Put that on the wrong level. Okay. And that's the roof section done. So as I say, I think what we're going to do now is we're going to build up the front bit until we start getting to the curvy bit. That bit's not nice at all. That's not going to be fun. Right, so I'm going to go down to this corner. No, we won't. We'll start with the polished andesite. And we're going to find this bit of polished granite and the fence here. We're going to go in line here. All this in the middle needs to be polished granite. Andesite even. Polished andesite. Shouldn't take too long, it's only a small section. Okay, so I'm gonna say I'm not going to do this with you, but this is your homework. More homework. double check I'm doing this right. Nope, I didn't think so. I doubted it then for a moment. Okay, so is that a slab? To the slab. Okay, so we'll do 5 polished granites. 2, 3, 4 and 5. I'm going to go roughly level with that end over there. Now we will come and tweak a little bit of this later. It's just easier at the moment to line it up with what we've got. So we want the smooth stone. Where does that go to? Okay, so I'm going to take this back a little bit. So that it's level with, I'm going to say here, level with this section here. So again, we've got some more tweaking to do, but we're just going to fill in the main bulk of it for now, and then we'll tweak the little bits later. So back to the underside for this. Okay, so I think there's another piece in the middle. That 5 didn't want to go all the way down. Oops. Right. Okay. What I'm going to do is say fill in the rest with cobblestone. We are going to tweak it. We will make some changes. We'll replace bits with other bits. But for the main bulk of things, fill it in with cobblestone, and we'll make the changes later. This is the longest bit, or the more time-consuming bit. So all that fill in with cobblestone. Where you came from. And as I said, we'll make some changes later, probably next time, because I think we're going to stick on this bit until we finish this bit. But for now, we're going to start the detailed wall that goes on the outside here on our way down. So we can finally enclose Costa Coffee, which is what that is. This corner piece is Costa Coffee, and then I think there's a Boots next to that, or there was a Boots. Boots is like a bit like a pharmacy. It's a health shop. You get all your skincare and venoming products and all kinds of healthy bits. Okay. So for now, we're going to stick with our main basics. So we've got brick, sandstone, sandstone stairs, the sandstone wall, waxed exposed chiseled copper. The slabs are going to come in there most likely, get rid of those and those and that. We're going to want mud stairs and mud wall, as well as glass, white glass. I think that's nether brick fence. As I said, okay. Oh, and polished granite stairs. Where's that? Polished granite stairs. I'm gonna need that. There we go. Okay. So what do we have here? We want to take this out a bit more. So we've got our sandstone wall. How many do we want on the sandstone wall? 4 in total. So we've got 1, 2, 3 and 4. So here we have brick stairs. Yep, I'll come and see it for a bit. Same level as that sandstone stair, but there, upside down. And then on top of that, we're going for, oops, sandstone. And then the cobbled deep slate slab on top of that. Coming down is straightforward. Okay, so we're going to add another, let's see, 1, 2, I think that's going to curl in. Wood brick there. mud brick wall behind until one past the sandstone, and then top it off with brick. Okay. Brick. Sandstone. Brick, brick, brick. Where's my copper gone? Copper. Yep, punch those two out because they become sandstone. We'll fix that on the other side later. As I say, it's part of the tweaking. Just going to stick 3 in there. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Copper, copper. Something's not right. Notice. I know what's not right. Mine. Not that there. So you could probably get rid of some of the excess. You might want to get rid of as much excess as you can, because if you're doing a Costa coffee, or you could box it in on the inside, put another layer of wall around it all. Right, okay. It can get confusing with what level what's on. What is that? Is that stairs? It is. So we're going to get our mud stairs. Wall in there. One, two, three. Now these windows will start changing as we move down. They'll get smaller and they get lower, because as we get further down the path slopes down to the ground, but then curves round as well. It gets quite fiddly at that end. Wait a minute, we want those grates. Where do those grates start? On top of that copper. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One window, almost. So we want the red nether brick wall, glass panes, and white glass panes. Okay, so we want clear glass on the bottom. And white glass on the top. One window. Right, let's figure out how we fix the top of that. What is it we've done at the top? We cover it. Ah, I see what we've done. Right, so we want the polished andesite slab along with the smooth stone slab. I'm going to come up to the top. Brick. Polished andesite slab. 1, 2, and then that. That's what actually goes all the way down there. What we'll do is just bring this out quite a bit for the time being. One window. So what are we for time? Because we've done the roof as well today. 38 minutes. We're good. We're good. we can fit in at least another one or two. I'm just going to put a green block in front of that one so I can tell which ones we've done. Okay, so we've got another window and then a door. If we can get that far today, then next time, yeah, okay. Brick wall. Does that not go round? No, but I think we can make it go round. I think it would be nicer if we could make it go round. Let's take that and that and that. I think that looks a bit better. Easy. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll curl that round later. Okay, so copper, sandstone, copper, sandstone, grid on top, great. Yep. Wrong spot. 2 windows. I think on ours, our main one, we've put the Costa sign on there using the banners with the letters. It's Costa Coffee. And now we're going to do a doorway. So we're going to go back to our copper. Do copper there. Then a sandstone directly on top. Then a copper. And a sandstone. A wall there, and then a wall there. I'm going to carry that wall across. Let's make some room here. Okay. Copper, sandstone, sandstone. White glass. Now we want clear glass. Handy being right next to all this stuff. We want a mangrove fence and a mangrove door. So I'm going to put clear glass all the way down. No, that won't work, will it? How have we done that? There's glass blocks, that's why. Glass blocks, clear glass blocks. Get the mangrove fence, put that alongside that. How high does that go? As high as that wall. And there's the entrance to Costa Coffee. How are we doing on time? 50 minutes. We can squeeze in another window. I think these few are the same. So we actually have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 windows, identical to what we've already done. 5 windows. Okay, so grab our copper and our sandstone and a brick. With the grate, with this bit. Sandstone, copper, sandstone, How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we want to do one more. Check what's on the end of that last window. Okay, we'll call it a brick down. It changes after this window. Stick with that. Okay. So far so good. How are we for time? I think we might be on our hour. Only just, but we have had a couple of interruptions here, so it's probably... I think I've got time to finish these. When you do them like this, it does tend to go a bit faster. You get them done faster. It's like a conveyor belt. copper. Better. Clear glass at the bottom. 5 windows. Don't forget about the grates. So I'm lining these grates up with that bit of copper there. After the sandstone centre, the copper. I'm lining each end up with those. Ta-da! So we got a lot further than I thought we were going to get. I thought 2 windows and a doorway. We've got an extra 5 windows on top of that. I should really tidy that bit up too. Never mind. So yes, so we'll leave it there for now. Fill your middle in with cobblestone. And we will be making tweaks to it later and adding bits, removing bits, replacing bits. But it would be easier for the time being if you just filled that middle in with cobblestone. So next time we're going to continue on with this wall. We're going to continue on down that way. I'm fairly certain that's Costa in the corner, and then Boots is next door to that. Or is Boots further down? I think that's Boots. Yeah, it must be Boots. Yeah, that's Boots. Unless it's changed since. These shops do change quite regular. So it may have changed. It may no longer be Boots. It may be something else. But next we've got a couple of archways, and then a window, and then other bits that... Is that, what's that? Oh, black concrete. Yeah. Anyway, we'll focus on that next time. So, make sure you check out the links in the description for other tutorial series. We've got Hogwarts, Hogsmeade, Hogwarts Express, the train, which is on the end of the Hogsmeade station playlist. I think there's about 8 in that list. The last 2 are the train. We've got Beauxbatons, Carriage, Durmstrang Ship, Azkanban, we've got quite a few now, too many to mention. There's also a link to our Discord server, Potter's Next. If you want to come ask your questions, ask there. You'll get an answer faster there than you will here. If you want to come show off your builds, come show off your builds, whether it's this or any other build. We like seeing Minecraft builds and marvelling over them. If you've done something different, show us. We like seeing what people have done. Or if you just want to come say hello, come say hello. And until next time, guys, take care of yourselves, like and subscribe.